Here's Doreen running up the quarantine flag because we officially just crossed into the United States. And so now, of course, what you're supposed to do is you run up the yellow quarantine flag to let them know that you still have not cleared customs. And there she is. Hopefully she doesn't slip off the bow. Oh no! It's beautiful out here though. You can see there's a light layer of fog all over the edge there, but nothing that needs to worry us. I'm more concerned about that big tanker over there suddenly swinging into the same area we're going. How's it coming, hon? How's it coming? Look at that look on her face, like, rawr. Let's see how she looks. There's our big yellow flag that says we have not cleared customs. Good job, hon. Way to go. Give him a thumbs up. Here's a view of the San Juans. Well, some of them. Well, we didn't get a lot of video of the coming into Friday Harbor because it was pretty busy. We had to get things going because once you're entering into another country, by boat especially, things get a little bit picky. So we had to pull up to their dock right at the very front. Big bright red markings on it, says reserved parking. I had to use their phone right there at the dock, and only I was allowed off the boat. And after we did that, answered all their questions, it turns out because we were staying in the United States for longer than 7 days, which I knew, we had to get a cruising permit in order to continue on our trip down there. So we didn't get the privilege of sitting there at the dock and having somebody just come down really quickly and talk to us. We told them that we had a marina slip at Friday Harbor, so they said pull into our slip. As soon as we had cleared in the slip, that we are actually going to have to go down to the U.S. Customs office. So we pulled into our slip, checked into the marina, packed me and the dog and Doreen, and we all headed down to the U.S. Customs office a couple of blocks away in town. And after we walked in there, showed them our passports, they took a look at Doreen and said, yeah, okay, take your dog and wait outside. And then we proceeded to have to sit there for 15-20 minutes while I filled out all the paperwork to get our cruising permit. So we don't have a lot of videos of that section, but here's a picture that I took while I was sitting inside the office waiting for all the paperwork to go through. Well, we cleared customs, everything went pretty smooth. We got our cruising permit, and so we were free to go. They never even bothered coming down to check the boat. So I guess we look like we're trustworthy Canadians. So we decided to go take a stroll around town, get our bearings, see how things were, and then head back to the boat. Here we are in the little village of Friday Harbor. Cute. Well, I left Doreen in town to get some resupply, and I'm just headed back to the boat now to drop off a couple of things I picked up at West Marine. This is the only video I really have of the actual docks at Friday Harbor. They were great docks and the facilities were nice, but that's about all we really had. Unfortunately, we didn't do a lot of video here in Friday Harbor, but hopefully we can make up for it with the rest of the places we were at. Look at that, they got a marlin up on the wall there. This was the only place that we went out for dinner when we were in Friday Harbor. It was because the thing that we had found is what we normally do when we come into a new town is we walk around, we check out all the restaurants that are close by, take a look at their menus, see what their prices are like, and decide if it's someplace we want to go and grab a bite to eat. This place seemed the most reasonable, but it was still absolutely outrageous. I don't know if it's because they're on seasonal rates still for their pricing or if they drop them back down, but me and Doreen came to this little pub here and we paid $65 for 2 drinks and 2 burgers. So to me, that was a little bit outrageous. We did get a great deal here in Friday Harbor on getting the isinglass repaired on the boat. And I went to West Marine and they had decent prices on items there. And a lot of the local stuff was good as far as regular everyday items that you go buy, but groceries and food, outrageous. What do you think, hon? Well, this was our last night at Friday Harbor. Tomorrow morning we are departing and we are on our way to Fisherman's Bay. It's only a short little jaunt across. Friday Harbor's okay, but it's nothing special. Check it out sometime.
And this is Fisherman's Bay. Tough little channel to navigate, but it was deep enough for us. Shipwrecks on that little stream back there. Those that didn't make it. Be able to navigate that from there. You think whiskey? There's a fisherman. There's a village. The city, maybe Fisherman's Bay. And Robin his new haircut. And shaving. New shave.
We just arrived at Fisherman's Bay. We're sitting here. I'm just checking my hairdo because we know it's important because it's been quite a topic on Facebook.
And the latest is
it looks awesome.
goatee.
Yes.
You shaved your beard.
How do you like that? Smooth, eh? You guys let me know on the comments if it looks better as the beard or if I should just leave it as the goatee. But we just arrived here, Fisherman's Bay. Nice little meander on in here. Short little 45-minute trip across from...
Friday.
From where?
Friday Harbor.
From Friday Harbor. And Whiskey's up here. We're just sunning, having a little break. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into... We're at Anchor, yeah. We are going to go into town and we're going to do a little rendezvous of the... I shouldn't say town, the little village here. We're going to do a rendezvous and see how things are. Rendezvous. Is rendezvous correct? No, rendezvous is not correct. I cannot believe I got that wrong. We are going to do a recce, a reconnaissance of the area. And see what we have that's around in this little village here. This is a place that Doreen wanted to stop because it's a nice little harbor and it was a short little trip. And then we're going to head farther into the San Juans.
I wanted to see if you could navigate that little opening where all the shipwrecks are.
That's right. She wanted to see if I could navigate through this little tiny narrow passage. So we are, like I said, you can see out the front here. Barely, but
That's the back.
We're still fine. That's the front. We're still flying the stars and stripes out front because that's your typical courtesy thing to do when you're in another country, is to fly their flag. And then we are gonna see if we can grab something to eat here. Maybe. Never know. We might just have a barbecue. But Whiskey's lounging. I'm lounging. There's my drink right down there. Doreen's lounging. Everybody's lounging. Because it was a short trip. So we'll talk to you guys later. It's a gorgeous day today. Gorgeous.
So it's a rest day because tomorrow's going to rain and we're going to sleep.
Yes, tomorrow's going to be a sleeping Facebook day because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. But today we're going to get a little bit of exercise. We shall talk to you guys soon.
What are you watching, Whiskey? Here he goes. He's just going to get past the boats. There he goes. What's going on? What's going on, Whiskey? Right through the There we go.
What's that?
There we go.
Well, this is Fisherman's Bay. This was the place that Doreen wanted to stop at when we left Friday Harbor. And it was quiet. Gorgeous day when we arrived.
Yeah, we stayed on the hook for 2 nights, and we walked into town on the first day.
Yeah, took a stroll. That's where I met that little boy, and
Victor.
yeah, the town was pretty much shut down, though. There was hardly anything left open at all anymore.
There was a ton of rabbits. Risky was very
Tons
eager
of rabbits.
to chase the rabbits. This is Fisherman's Bay was on the west side of the spit, right?
West side of Lopez Island. Yeah, Spencer Spit was on the opposite side of the island. Yeah.
And then we had a day. The following day it was raining.
The raining, yeah. But this day it was a great day. Nice sunset.
Beautiful sunsets every night, and that's where we had our dinner.
We had our anniversary dinner there that night, yeah, and we saw the sunset, and it was beautiful. It's a cute little bay. Personally, myself, the only complaint that I have is that the locals there don't like to slow down when they're going through it, because they don't have much respect, I guess, for the cruisers that are staying at anchor there. But yeah, they had a nice little marina facility there where you can get boats worked on, and you can buy stuff that you need for as far as your boat goes. The restaurant was okay, though we almost ended up working there that night because they were so short-staffed, remember? And I ended up getting menus for a bunch of the tables because people were sitting 15, 20 minutes before anybody even came to them. And then, but the food was good. Yeah, they offered us a job. They said, "You're hired." But other than that, it was a nice little place. The marina was nothing special to brag about, but I mean, they had showers, they had bathrooms. The dinghy dock,
you guys had to.
The dinghy dock, yeah, which you'll see in the upcoming video, what we had to do for the dinghy dock. But it was a nice place. It did have beautiful sunsets, I will say that much.
There's Rob and Whiskey. They're headed down the ramp to the dinghy dock at Fisherman's Bay Marina. Or I guess Fisherman's Bay. Oh, look at the tide's going out, so we might have clearance. When the tide's in, we really have to crawl underneath the dock to get to the dinghy. But oh, look at and the dinghy. Okay, we're gonna head to our boat at anchor, give Whiskey dinner, and then come back for some grub. Alrighty, let's just pick one. Let's take the one with the 30 horse Yamaha.
Yeah, that sounds a good idea. Let's take the one with the 30 horsepower Yamaha.
Whiskey, choose one, please.
No.
So here we are on our way out. We are leaving Fisherman's Bay. It's a very calm morning. Whiskey, what do you see? Oh, there's that wonderful tug. We want to have a look at that old tug. That's really cool. We're leaving the bay. Got a very narrow beam, maybe 750. Anyhow, that's really cool. There it goes. There's Fisherman's Bay. And we're going through this very, very narrow channel again. Tide's out. Rob, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What?
Oh, look at Rob's pretty happy today.
Towards Rosario.
Yeah.
Could be about an hour and a half.
Oh, Whiskey.
Got the currents with us.
Yeah. So we're headed out. Rob's enjoying his new isinglass. Our front cover was a mess and ripped and torn, and we got that redone.
Like that one?
Yeah, no, worse than that.
Yeah, worse than that.
So it had a split right down the center, and it just kind of sucked. So we got that replaced in Friday Harbor, and the man did a great job. Done in like 2 hours, eh? It was perfect. We should have got all 3 done. It was expensive though.
It wasn't expensive.
When you're talking about replacing those things, tell everybody it was how much. It was exactly $100, including all taxes and everything, to completely replace that, including the materials and everything.
One piece. Yeah. Okay.
And getting it done in 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, we should have had more done. Oh, look at, you can see this angle is worse. Or better. The difference is just tremendous. Anyhow, it's gonna lead to safe voyages in bad weather. So anyhow, here we go. We are leaving this port or harbor once again. It's a narrow entry. We can see clearly now.
That's right. We can see clearly now. The fog is gone.
Yay. We can see clearly through the bay. How deep are we?
10 feet, 9 feet.
Wow. The tide is up. We're gonna make it. Whiskey, did you find your new place? Are you now on the companion hatch? Hey, is there something wrong with the stairway? You have to be on top of this? Hey, we could have had you on that beach, eh? Are you eyeing up a pea spot? Silly. Happy dog.
Just don't. Hopefully they'll come right up to the bow. Would be nice. They'll avoid us. Don't you worry.
Look at them go. Now they're close. Definitely.
Maybe if we're lucky, they'll come right off the bow.
Whiskey. Oh, that's not the other one. I'm more concerned about the other one than this one.
That's a nice looking buck to be walking by 30 feet from me. And I don't have my rifle or a bow. Go over there and pet it, Doreen. See if he'll let you get close enough to pet him. No, be careful. This is the rut season coming up here pretty quick, so they'll be antsy.
Now he sees them. Look at Whiskey.
Now you finally see it, dummy? Yeah. Okay, stay here, back up.
Rosario's was a nice stop. The weather didn't always comply, but we had great food in the pub there at a reasonable price. There's good sights to see within the mansion. The dock was brand new and we could see wildlife day or night. Then we did a quick stop for resupply in East Sound. Amazing people, great town. That would have been a great place to anchor.
Oh, here we are. We arrived at Spencer Spit. We stopped up at the East Sound in order to resupply and then just trucked her down here. A couple hours underway. And you can see this is kind of like their version of Sydney Spit. Except for it's a national park here too. Or sorry, a state park. And there's Doreen, and there's Whiskey. And we're about to finish getting everything ready to go here, and then we're gonna go ashore. Well, we just changed sides. We were over there on the north side, but the wind's coming in from the north, so the water's really choppy there. So we swung around and we grabbed a mooring ball on this side, and that is us right there.
a lot calmer on this side. So now we're just going to explore the spit for a bit. Go pay. And then see how it goes from there. Well, we just took this short trip from Spencer Spit, which really wasn't that great. It was kind of disappointing, actually, over to here to the James Island State Park. Much nicer, much nicer. Definitely, if you're coming to one of these two places, choose this place over it. You can see it's early in the morning. Well, not early in the morning. I have not even done my hair yet. I've just literally pulled up anchor and headed for here. Just in case it wasn't that good, we decided to come over here anyways. You can see the beautiful view from out here. We're actually anchored over on the other side of the island. If you look right over there, it just goes right over about 200 yards. There's a little bay on the other side, and we're tied up to the dock there. I'll show you that in a bit, but you can see Whiskey just loves it here, because here we can let him run around because there's nobody on the island right now but us. So right now he's just bombing around, and we're just getting our bearings. Trying to see if I can get some cell service over here, because it is on the other side, but just barely. But anyways, talk to you in a bit. Here's the other side of the island. I just walked over from over there. No cell service, by the way, to this side here. And we are on the dock right out there inside this awesome little bay. It's a beautiful day. Walking around in shorts. There's a nice little beach here. There's bathrooms right up there. I don't know if you can see them, but right up there. There's washrooms. It's a nice little place. It's a beautiful little place, actually. Nicest place I'd have to say so far, park-wise goes. The nicest park I've seen so far since we've been in the San Juans. And this is the dock out here. And apparently, there's little raccoons all over this island. They'll come right onto the dock and go onto your boat in the night, but we'll see. I'm sure they won't come on our boat. But you never know. And that's it from the sunny side here. It's a gorgeous place.
Here we are on James Island. Viva la vida. And Whiskey's over there on the dock. Chilling because he went zooming all through the woods already. And Rob's warm. He took his shirt off. Oh, check it out. We can zoom in on your tattoo. Oh yeah. Hey, your hair's covering it.
I wish it was my hair.
You just got a haircut. Look at, and that's where we came from. Right there. X marks the spot at the bottom of the flag. Okay. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And there's Viva la Vida. What's going on, Rob?
Just catching some rays. Before we go for a hike.
Before we get another one in. Whiskey did his run. Now we got to do our thing. Decide if we're going to pay for this park. We got to get some U.S.
It's a matter of, yeah. We have no U.S. cash, or nothing small enough. So.
Yeah. So we'll see if they'll.
You never know. Somebody might show up. We're waiting to see if somebody shows up. If they show up to take the payment and empty the cash box, then hopefully they'll give us some change. If not, then we'll leave them a very nice note saying that we'll pay double at the next state park we go to.
So.
And we'll take one of the little slips with us to deposit with it.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get it figured out.
Okay.
It's a nice little park, though.
Okay, that's it. Are you just going to be you?
That's it. It's going to be me.
What do you think, Whiskey? Now where we are? Where are we? Oh, did you see land again? We're headed into Anacortes.